So as you can see, I got a Polaroid camera. Now that's pretty cool and all, but how do I use this thing? Not quite sure, but that's what I'm planning to figure out. Let's see how fun this thing can be. I have a digital camera and all, and it's fun and cool and whatever, and there's some jazz and fun stuff to be done. It's recording this right now, but there's always been something so just beautiful about the Polaroid photos. So let's see how we can do with the Polaroid camera.
好きってどんな好き多分私とは違う好き可愛いだなんて言葉でごめかさないで大切にされてることは痛いほどわかるけれど何かが足りない違うそうじゃない気持ちが知りたい私大きくなったよ背伸びしたら届きそうなあなたの
Hey, so I have used up one canister of my Polaroid, 8 photos. Not a lot, but still, come on. Give me some credit here. Yeah, but what I've learned so far, very simple, the camera. Pretty much fully automatic. You can pick to have flash or not. Really, there's no harm in having flash on. Sometimes the pictures will just look dark, is something I've learned, even if you have a flash on. And another thing I've learned is that it is so fun to use. I am having a blast with it. It's like, you have digital pictures you can take. And in the montage you saw me using the digital camera as well as the Polaroid camera. But there is a magic to the Polaroid camera where I can take this camera and go nothing. That could be no good photos and that wouldn't matter. The Polaroid camera on the other hand, every photo you take, it has to be thought out very specifically because every photo you take costs money. I don't know how much it actually is, but it's money and you're printing it out and makes the photos more precious, right? I'm a 17-year-old, I work a job that pays pretty well for my age, but I still make minimum wage and a tip, right? I don't have unlimited money to just buy film, so every photo I've taken has felt really special. I had I'm not just gonna take nonchalant photos. So every photo's felt very special to me, and it's been really interesting because I love my digital camera and it's great, and I'm still gonna continue to use it, but I found with the Polaroid cameras it's just it's something special in its own way. But we do have to move on to the next set of film, which we will do right
I was really sure. I feel like you're the only one, but I'm not sure. 'Cause I started to notice just one thing or two, like snow and fire. fire in December and June. For I am the ocean and you are.
So, container number 2 is done. What have I learned this time around? It's hard to differentiate, but I think the main thing that I learned this time is I learned the quirks of the Polaroid camera. Because it's a point and shoot camera, where all you do is just go whap, bam, take the photo, whatever you take is what it was. There's no adjusting ISO and adjusting frame rate and adjusting all that stuff, right? There's none of that. So you just gotta take the picture of what you got. And what I realized is, if you want to take good photos, you need to have a good scene. Now that goes for any pictures, but with a digital camera, you could boost your ISO as much as you want and fix the photo. But with a Polaroid camera, you got the flash, and if the flash isn't gonna help you, you can't do anything about it. So I figured, go out at a time that's really pretty, your pictures will be really pretty. And that's what I found. I came out and I was bathed in sunlight. It was some weird, like, it's like a scene out of a movie with just rays of sunlight. And I'd say all but 2 of the pictures were really good. And the only 2 of the pictures that weren't good were the ones that I baked in shadow and tried to get too artistic with. And you just can't do that with these cameras. Now, I'm sure you can, I just suck at it still. But that's the limitation I found. Yeah, so I really like the point and shoot aspect, and it was really fun going out there knowing how to use this camera more and what to look out for to avoid taking a bad photo. So now all there's left to do is move on to something a little different. Black and white film. I don't know how that's gonna look, but I had pretty high expectations for it, considering it was black and white for a lot longer than it was color. So let's try this out. So cartridge number 3 is done, the black and white cartridge. One thing that was immediately weird with the black and white was how it printed. It printed and it was dark blue, which is usually it's like light blue when it prints. This one's dark blue and it started to fade in. Black colors more, like quicker. And I was like, is this gonna be black and blue for some reason? And I was like, that kind of sucks. And then magically it turned into grayscale and looked really nice. There's really no difference between black and white film and color film. You just point and shoot, and if you have a good scene, it'll be good. I took what I learned in the past 2 cartridges to heart and tried it with this one, and I don't think there's a bad photo in my set because I found good lighting, good time of day, good spot. It turned out really good in my opinion. So this is the last segment of the video where I have my ultimate, like, here's what I learned. What I ultimately learned is something simple and kind of goofy. It's just that the Polaroid camera is so much fun. It may sound silly, but the biggest achievement for the Polaroid camera is that it makes it... You feel like a kid when you're taking the photos. You feel like it's your first time taking photos again. It's so much fun. Everything you take feels so special to you. It's magic. You take a photo, it's the only one in existence. You go out there, you don't need to play with any settings of your camera. You're carefree, and you're just having fun. And that's the beauty of the Polaroid camera. It's not to go out there and take a beautiful, like, just high quality, amazing photo of whatever you're looking at. It's to take a really fun, really awesome vibe of a photo, and it does really well at it. The Polaroid camera is something like I can't even describe really in words. It's just, you use it and it's awesome. You feel like a kid on Christmas. Is that one gonna be good? What's it gonna be? It's gonna be, you know, it's always fun. If you're looking to get into photography and you don't have, you know, $1,000 to put on a digital camera like this one, the Polaroid camera is about 10 times less the cost of an average digital camera. It's really fun, and if you have the time, you have the money, you should try it. It's so fun. I don't regret at all purchasing this camera. It's been a blast. But yeah, that's the only outcome I can really take. It's simple, but the outcome I take is it's just super awesome and magical to use.